Now, the High Court has ruled that a company linked to the former Conservative peer Baroness Mone and her husband Doug Barrowman must repay the UK government almost £122 million for breaching a contract to supply surgical gowns during the pandemic. Well, the PPE Medpro company was sued by the Department of Health and Social Care, which argued that the gowns were not sterile. Zoe Conway reports.
She was often referred to as a business tycoon.
It was very much, geez, this woman's doing something. This is exciting.
She always wanted more.
Michelle Mone was once one of the most famous entrepreneurs in the country. It was an irresistible rags to riches tale. From a working-class upbringing in Glasgow to setting up a lingerie company and making it big.
Advance, create and prefer our trusty and well-beloved Michelle Georgina Mone.
10 years ago, she was made a Conservative peer.
Of the British Empire.
When the country was in the grip of COVID, the company PPE Medpro, linked to Michelle Mone and her husband Doug Barrowman, was set up. It was awarded a contract for £122 million to supply sterile surgical gowns by accessing what would become known as the government's VIP fast lane for procuring PPE. But tests showed the gowns weren't sterile, and the Department of Health took the company to court. This morning at the High Court, Judge Sarah Cockrell said that PPE Medpro had breached the contract. She said there'd been a failure to comply with the relevant sterility standard, and she found that there had been a failure to comply with the requirement to give the gowns what's called a CE marking. But she said the department could not recover the £8 million cost of storing the unused gowns. PPE Medpro has agreed to pay nearly £122 million to the department in damages.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing. I wasn't trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes.
For years, the couple denied any involvement in PPE Medpro. But in 2023, Michelle Mone finally admitted in a BBC interview that she stood to benefit from the £65 million profit the company made during the pandemic.
I can't see what we've done wrong. Doug and the consortium have simply delivered a delivery contract of goods.
But after everything, you can't see what you've done wrong when you've admitted today that you lied to the press and
That's
by
not
extension
a crime.
you lied to the public.
Laura, saying to the press I'm not involved to protect my family, can I just make this clear? It's not a crime.
On Tuesday, PPE Medpro went into administration. The National Crime Agency began an investigation into the company, which is ongoing. No criminal charges have been brought, and the couple deny any wrongdoing.
Zoe Conway there.